Deep is happily married to Shanti, with a little daughter Muskan and another baby on the way. Rishi is his best friend and colleague at an advertising agency. Rishi is a little immature and stubborn, and this keeps on causing fights at home with his equally headstrong lawyer wife Nikki. Rishi and Deep are dedicated musicians, obsessive about the music of R.D. Burman. They play at a club sometimes and compete in an annual pop music contest called Jhankaar Beats, which they have lost for the past 2 years. Udharan. Rishi has been kicked out of his house by Nikki and the two are considering getting a divorce. Deep's nagging mother-in-law has come for a 2-month visit. The men are under pressure to get an advertising campaign ready for a new client, an oddball condom manufacturer. Around this time they meet Neel, who is the son of their boss Mr. Kapoor, and is joining the company. Neel is an ace guitarist who has his own problems. He is attracted to a pretty girl. Pretty but cannot muster the courage to talk to her. To make things worse, his father has decided that he is wasting his life and has given him an ultimatum. Find a girl in 2 months or settle down with a wife his parents choose. Rishi and Deep, though they tease him mercilessly, grow very fond of Neel. And he has a show ally in Shanti. Shanti, meanwhile, is trying to get Rishi to see sense and make up with Nikki. Udharan Chinna. Rishi and Deep amidst hilarious situations eventually end up making Neel talk to Preeti, while also making sure they practice for the upcoming Jhankaar Beats competition. Meanwhile, Rishi gets a good offer to work outside the country but decides against it as he feels he wants to give another chance to him and Nikki. Udharan. Right before the competition, Rishi sees Nikki being comforted by her lawyer and decides that Nikki doesn't want him anymore, and takes up that job abroad. On the day of the competition, he is leaving for the airport, much to the anger and disappointment of Deep, who had considered Rishi a brother and is now leaving him. Udharan Chinna. On the way to the airport, the taxi plays an R.D. Burman song on the radio and Rishi realizes he is actually leaving his family. Deep and Neel on the way to the competition are surprised by Rishi turning up, and they decide to do a cover of an R.D. Burman song for their performance. Regardless of the outcome, Udharan. The film ends by showing Deep, Rishi and Neel having won the competition finally, and forming a band. Rishi eventually puts his ego aside and apologizes to Nikki. Deep becomes a father and names his son after their idol. Udharan.